the early hours of May 11, 2022. I'm very concerned about my mental health. I'm not feeling well at all today. I didn't brush my teeth prior to falling asleep. I slept for a couple hours and then woke up to try to use the restroom and brush my teeth, but I'm not doing well. The pressure in my uterus is like getting overwhelming. Being all alone, it doesn't help because I know that this baby was not desired in that way. I didn't expect it. I'm not trying to fake that I'm happy about it. I'm not trying to fake that I want to destroy it or anything either. It's just mostly I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it, and I shouldn't have to carry it for 9 months. But also the abortion freaked me out. So now I'm stuck with a baby inside of me that could be fully formed enough to survive if I gave birth at any moment. And the father wants nothing to do with it or me. And that doesn't seem right in my frame of mind. And if that's the case, if that's what he doesn't want, then of course I'm gonna end up doing some crazy shit and losing this baby. I'm not doing well mentally at all. It's not the woman's fault that the baby should die. It's not the woman's fault that she should kill the baby once it's born either. It's none of anybody's business. If nobody wanted it, if nobody wanted to prepare for it, if nobody wanted to finance it, they shouldn't have had it. Which means, even in my circumstance, I knew not to have children. That's why I was abstaining. So the fact that this rape happened and I'm not getting compensated to be able to afford for it, yeah, that's very disconcerting. So, yeah, great, disconcerting. Yeah. I am actually very, very distraught right now. It may not seem like it. People are always really fucked up in the head thinking they know best about psychology. You know, officers and whatnot that I've dealt with. I definitely don't need to be shoved in a psych ward over this. I wish I had my own home so I could calm down, so I could have peace within myself, peace within my reality, but there is no peace. It seems like everything I do is for naught, and I wish I could message that piece of shit father to the baby to tell him, you know, you've killed your child. You're the piece of shit. You're the one that couldn't handle yourself in the middle of the night, and you created life, and that life is dead because of you. So that's really sad, extremely sad that I have to bring it to that where it's like, I'm not threatening the kid, I'm promising that this baby's not gonna survive if it has nowhere to go and no father. And I disclosed that to him, I disclosed that to everybody. I don't care if they think that I should end up in prison over it. I don't care. It's sick. The whole thing is sick, and that's why I relay it in this way, because even after I were to get out of prison, I would still let everyone know, still write my novel, still disclose how I was abused and how no one gave a shit about me. And there are proofs everywhere that can be tracked and traced that I tried to avoid this, yet they didn't want to avoid this, so they went ahead and, you know, threw me under the bus in that way to say all this shit. And now I don't even have that solace to know that he's gonna end up in prison over it. No, they ended up turning it around on me to make it look like I'm the deviant, like I was asking for it, like I was pursuing something in order to get stabilized. No, I didn't want anything from him. I didn't want anything from anybody that was that sick in the fucking brain. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't have any money to sue anybody. I don't have any money to pursue a lawyer so that I can put that motherfucker in prison where he belongs. There's no reason for me to wait for a relationship with him because he said we were never gonna have a relationship. We were never gonna see each other again, and not to contact him. So I can't wait till this baby's gone. I love it very much. I wish I would have had the opportunities that some of these bitches had with, you know, their pregnancies and all the fancy clothes, all the fancy, you know, this and that for their kid and all this and that. I didn't get that with my first pregnancy. I sure as fuck am not going to get it with this one because I'm a low class piece of shit. And I knew that. That's why I was avoidant of having children, because I knew they weren't going to be treated properly because they were my children. So, yeah, I'm not doing well. I'm looking forward to the mall opening up tomorrow because I'm sick and fucking tired of this. And if anybody hears about some girl snapping her neck off the third balcony, then that would be me. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of all of this. I'm really getting to that point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna carve some shit into my skin. That's what you're left with. That's what the way this story goes. And this baby doesn't deserve trash parents. So, yeah, I'm not doing well. His positioning is upsetting me in that way of I have no room. I've gained all this weight. I'm hideous. I can't date. I can't do anything. Instead, all I do is eat to try to comfort myself and still smoking weed. And that's not helping either because I know that it's filtering out through the placenta and that's not, you know, I'm not getting high enough. So then when I try to consume more, it still doesn't work because he's getting high in the same process. And he seems fine. He seems, obviously he's growing too well. And who knows if there are 2 fucking kids in there, because I have felt pressures in different areas, but I'm not going to say it's twins if there's no actual proof of that. So I'm just horrified. I'm horrified that I have to do this all on my own, and there's no reason for me to. There's absolutely no reason for me to struggle like this. If the other people aren't there to engage and try to pick up the pieces after making the mistake, and now all of a sudden I'm not supposed to contact him, I'm not supposed to do this and that, and it's my fault that he took advantage of me in the middle of the night. You guys are just like my father. Just stupid and fucking pieces of trash like my father. Yeah, that's the type of shit he said to me too when my brother molested me, is that, you know, I deserved it. I led him on. It was me. So, and I had thought for a while that there was a way that, like, okay, yeah, open up your heart. This is gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be good. You know, he'll come back and he'll apologize for what he did, and there'll be, you know, a future for this baby. There is no future for this baby. There is absolutely none. It sickens me that I have to be the one that just neglects it somewhere and leaves it for dead, because that's exactly what I'm going to show everyone when it comes down to that's what Jason Wallace did to me. So, and I want to convey that. I want to convey the pure hatred in the world. I want to convey through my story how no one is there to help you, and how, you know, you really should just kill yourself because there's no chance of you getting any better than what you've already had. That's just how it is. No matter how much you speak out, no matter how much you've informed people, you know, and helped them in that way, you will never get to progress. You are still part of that trash class, and they will not let you progress. So, the fact of it is that I don't need a job. I'm disabled. I have my means of survival. I was doing just fine. And then with a child inside of me, of course, that was going to alter my financial stability, because of the fact that I'm not able to support all of the food that I want to consume constantly. And it's a demand. It's my body craving solace, craving some type of satisfaction for the pain and suffering it's going through right now, and developing something else that it didn't want and didn't need. You know, I don't need a child if I can't support it. And I disclose that to everyone. I'm not looking to have a child that is going to be, you know, oh, I'm going to wait around for your dad's check this month. No, that's not the life I'm going to have for this child. This child is dead to me in that way. If it didn't like come with a father, like in that way, if I wasn't with the father first and in a relationship, this baby means nothing to me. It means nothing to society. It means nothing to its father. It means nothing to God. God hates this baby. And people are like, oh, innocence and whatever. What about my innocence? What about my innocence that was stolen at a very young age? And the children that come from me are a blessing, yeah, if anybody loves and cares for them, but they don't. So I'm sick of seeing things torn away from me because of the fact that other people make a mistake. Oh, I didn't mean to fuck her in the middle of it. I didn't mean to stick my dick in her while she was asleep. I'm just gonna go with the, she wanted it. No, I didn't. I didn't ask for any of that. I cried a couple times. I know that that's filmed somewhere. I already know that there have been people that have been watching me and monitoring me to see what my reactions are, and these are my honest reactions. You're all sick in the fucking head, and I can't wait for you to get your goddamn karma, because I'm sick and tired of this, and I can't wait for this baby to be gone, because I'm sick of people giving me this false hope of, yeah, everything will work out. Even that lady in the locker room earlier, yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. You bitch, no, you don't know that. You don't know that. I'm gonna be living in a fucking car with a toddler, with a fucking baby, with a newborn, and nobody's gonna do anything about it aside from saying that I had, it's child abuse on my end. No, I'll show you fucking child abuse. I'll show you fucking true fucking, sadistic fucking abuse like my father did to us. Only this time, it's like, okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, you made a psychopath from that. All the fucking trauma, all this fucking therapy, all this and that, all the times I knew better and no one's listening. Nobody fucking gives a shit about my words because I'm technically mentally ill. I'm technically mentally disabled. So my words don't matter to the system and they don't matter to anybody. And that's cool. I don't give a fuck. But neither does this child, and neither does, my survival either. So if you're not gonna give me a home, a nice home, if you're not gonna give me the money to support this baby, that's fine. Don't care. Do not care. But you're gonna have some dark ass fucking story on your hands, and it's all gonna swirl around to your fault. That's how it is. I tried to say that to my family. It's all gonna be all on your shoulders when I kill my fucking self and everyone finds out how deranged you actually truly are. The same thing with this circumstance. When I end up fucking killing myself and people are gonna realize, oh shit, she was reaching out. She was trying to find help. She was trying to find resources and nothing came. No help from God came those days because there is no God. If this is how it is, there is no God and this baby has no hope. None at all. I have no faith in humanity to correct this shit so that I have plenty of finances to deal with whatever I fucking want and need for this baby. Instead, I have to struggle and then I still get fucking reprimanded by nonsensical fucking strangers that don't know how to wipe their own ass. And they're trying to tell me this and that. No, thank you. I don't need to be judged in that way. The only judge I have is God, and God tells me, Leticia, if nobody comes for this baby, nobody comes to support this baby, you can kill it. It'll be completely fine because no one loved you and no one loved this baby. And this baby shouldn't be loved without you. This baby needed you and they didn't see that. So humanity is fucked. So yeah, that's how it is, because I'm sure as fuck I don't give a flying fuck. The times that I post up videos and some people don't view it, and the fact that I know that some views are made up, I don't care. You are all fucking deranged. You should have fixed all of this. You should have stopped this before it fucking happened. You shouldn't have allowed him to connect with me if that's the type of person he was. You have access to everyone and everything. You have access to stopping these things from happening. You stop interactions all the time. You turn off people's phones. You know what the fuck's going down. You could have done that for me. You could have fucking saved this situation. Instead, what did you do? You forced me into a position to where he took advantage of me, and then all of a sudden I'm the one to blame. And it's not right. You're all fucking ungodly, satanic fucking worshipers. That's Satan worshipers. You're just fucking insane. All of you. So I don't know what God I'm worshiping, but I'm gonna end up making peace with it right before I fucking pass. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm done. I wish I would have had a positive outlook on this. Everyone tells me it's gonna be okay. It is not okay. I'm not gonna take fucking checks every month for a piece of shit kid, from a piece of shit dad, from no one I wanna ever fucking deal with ever again. He said we would never see each other. He said, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But don't come back around on me and fucking threaten to fucking put me in goddamn jail when I fucking speak out against the truth and prove this and that, and there's all of a sudden no baby. Don't come asking me for shit, because this baby obviously didn't exist to the father, it didn't exist to the system, and it doesn't exist to me. Neither does it exist to God. God will take it back, absorb it back into that energy. That's fine. This baby doesn't need to survive in this toxic world, and I'll make sure to save it from it, because that's how it is. Salvation at the hands of somebody that truly loved it, that didn't want it to suffer further than, the birth is worse, bad enough. And I wasn't going to place my body in that position to where I had to make that choice and go through pain to abort it. So I've already done that once, and that left me scarred. I was trying my best so that I could still continue surviving. I have no hope for survival. My family is fucked. My entire bloodline fucked. I'm not gonna have fucking kids for everyone else to mistreat and to violate, to where it's like we're just fucking around in this lower class. Could get any kind of toxins and cancers and whatever. No. I didn't want that for this child. I already knew not to have children. I knew that they would never be treated like they needed to be. So, and this is proof of it. Like, I'm all alone in the middle of the fucking night in a fucking gym, just trying my best not to fucking harm myself at this very moment. And the only thing I'm gonna do is go back to that fucking balcony and jump the fuck off head first. I'm sick and tired of this shit. There's no reason for me to be happy about this pregnancy. People come up to me and they're like, oh, how far? Fuck you. Don't want to talk about it. I don't see why people think and presume there's nonsense. Not every baby is a blessing.
Anyone in the ladies' room?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck off of here so that I can upload this piece of shit video so people know, yeah, this is my fucking life. Me surviving all alone, and you're gonna trash talk me instead of trash talking the piece of shit father to the baby, and trash talking my family, and trash talking all the people that have created a fucking satanic fucking monster over here that's gonna kill a child. Oh well, fuck you if that's what you think Satan is talking about, but it's really God speaking through me, knowing to protect that kid, because it's never gonna have the proper family that it fucking deserves. So, yeah, people think I'm crazy though. People think I'm crazy. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. If you're not there to help me, all this shit has happened. Please, God, help me. No, They don't know what God is. They see God as the death of all these children. That's what leads men into war, the words of God. That's what allows them to kill people and get away scot-free in their brain, thinking they did right by the world around them by murdering innocent women and children in wartime, because those people are people that we don't like. So that's exactly the mentality I'm having toward this baby. I'm doing it for God. I'm doing it for the United States of America. I'm doing it for those words of, patriotism, and making sure that there are no demons created for them to have to feed. So that's how it is. Go US. Go United States of America. Wonderful, Good job. You created some interesting individuals, and the words of God, that totally goes back around. So you're right. You're absolutely right. I can utilize that. I'm just killing innocent children and trying to kill myself, an innocent woman, because that's how it should be. I'm saving America. So I don't see why people don't see that, why people don't understand and rationalize it from that perspective, why they're not saying, oh, good job, you're actually doing us a favor. Yeah, I know, believe me, there shouldn't be an extra mouth to feed. And people are fucking crazy. So if you try to tell me that these soldiers did right by the world by killing all these people, yet I can't because I can't kill a soldier's baby, then that's insane. That's just karma. That's just how it works. And that's what he deserves if he's a fucking killer like that too. He should see his child mutilated and dead and understand that was your offspring. That was what you created. Here are the images of its dead body, decomposing body, and the animals feeding on it, Because that's exactly, it's poetry. I tell everyone it's poetic justice. Since I'm not actually getting actual justice in any of these circumstances, then you're gonna see the poetic justice. I said the same thing to my ex-husband. It's coming back around. And that's why these videos were created, because I had to reach out and speak the truth about all of it. And I'm just relaying the honest, godly truth. This baby has no hope, because no humanity is out there. I have no faith in them, and there is no love. No love for me. And in that, process, in conjunction, in that there's no, in that sort of line of it, I have no love for myself. No one loves me. So of course I don't love this baby. So, and that's how it is. If there's no man here rubbing me, massaging my feet, my back, all the areas that hurt, then this baby doesn't exist. This baby is a nuisance, and it's a monster, and it deserves death. So just like me. And that's completely okay. I don't care if people look at me like I'm a monster. I can't wait for people to have that shock factor. You think that you've got the shock factor from me discussing it and me relaying my honest thoughts. No, when you actually see it, and when I actually film it and everything, and then you won't be able to, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing you can do. So, aside from, reprimanding me because the dad wasn't reprimanded, it makes perfect sense in your crazy minds. Good. I salute you, fucking psychopaths. I salute you, Jason Wallace, you piece of shit. Good for you. And I hope you understand how condescending I am when I say these things, like when I say I love you, because you're showing me so much love. So of course that's the type of love I offer back. Dead, mutilated children. So, yep, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I'm really excited, and I'm hopeful that it comes out soon, and I'm gonna push myself so that I can try to pop it out sooner than normal, and then that way it won't be so difficult for me to just, be disgusted and discard it, like the Father did with me. Be disgusted and discard me. That's nice. Good enough to fuck for one evening, but not good enough to have a relationship with. That's exactly what he said to me. That's all that's been running through my mind all night. They want a relationship, just not with you. You're right. You're absolutely right. They want a relationship, just not with my child either. So, all right, everyone have a blessed night. A blessed night. And I hope everybody's doing well and they're well fed and sleeping well and, you know, not sweating their asses off while they're sleeping, or, you know, all this uncomfortable shit that I have to live through constantly, bug bites and all this and that, and, you know, being forced out of facilities and everything. You'll get your karma. You all will. So I hope everybody else is doing better than me in that sense, because no one deserves this reality. Nobody deserves to be mistreated like me. Nobody deserves to be confused and not know where they're gonna rest every night. Nobody deserves to be traumatized and having to live through so much all alone with no help and no one to reach out because they believe that I'm capable of doing it on my own. And it's like, after all these years, no, I give up. I give everything to God. I give up. So, whatever God that is to whatever crazies are out there, but I know that I did best by the world around me when I was here. And I just honestly cannot wait. And majority of the time it's like, yeah, me speaking out right before I do something to try to stop it. I don't want to stop it anymore. I want to just be dead. I just don't want to deal with these individuals that continually abuse and harass me. So, including the people that neglect me, that's still harassment. So, anyway, have a blessed night. May 11th, 2022. It's the very early hours of it. Leticia Collins Servin. Say bye-bye, baby. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Because people are crazy. They don't love you. They don't love me, so they don't love you in conjunction with that. So, yeah. Be prepared not to be there soon and not to be alive, because that's how it is. People are fucking insane. Good for them. Bye-bye.